What's going on, Tube of You? I just want some quick discussions about some research I had done for the past 2 or 3 days. I don't know if, not all day, obviously. Who has time for that? Who has time to keep track of these fuckers? Not me. Who's the babysitter? I mean, where's Stu and Dee Dee? What's up? We're taking care of these rugrats. Anyways, Tommy Pickles and this Reptar. But anyways, maybe you'll get some lip shits. Anyways, I digress. So in regards to the coronavirus shit, the vaccine, I was reading that they're doing this V-Safe application and they want especially pregnant women to report on any complications occurring during this mass test of nanotechnologies, because I was looking up the nanotechnologies that they're developing to produce this vaccine, and now they're attaching it to mRNA. Was it mRNA? I don't know, but I know of its transformation effects. Trust me, I do. And to tell people they have to go take something like that, that's funny. It's kind of funny now. I'm like kind of enjoying this to some certain degree, because if you're kind of dumb enough to go get the shot, or someone's making you get the shot so you can remain employed, or you just need to get the shot because you think that's the right thing to do, go get it. If that's what you believe in, that's what you're striving for, go get it. But they've, I think, inoculated, I forget what the stats were, I think it was like 56 million people in the United States, and they get about 3 to 4 million done a month. And it's between 3 companies, like Pfizer, I think it was like Mongolia was one of the other. I don't have the information on my hand. I'm driving, as you can see. Don't worry, I'm using my stand here. This is completely legal, and I'm not putting anyone in danger. If that was your concern, so whoever's watching my video, it's all good. Don't worry, it's just a disclaimer there for you if it's something that, bothers you. Anyways, some of us are more capable of multitasking than others, and everyone has their own varying degrees of ability that we must understand. That is something that's a fundamental in this world. Not everybody has the ability, but they all have something they're good at. And have we reached that point of comprehending what exactly people are good at? No, we don't. That's why there's homeless people. Anyways, another digression, another distraction. I go all day, but the world's a great place. It's great in that the land is kind of cursed, but only because you have to work on it. And if you don't work on the land will come back and eat you alive. And I think that's kind of where we're at, some type of threshold point here. And everyone's talking about pole flips, pole shifts. I know that one dude, Ben, good old Benny in the Valley of the Sun, is always blowing the horn on that one, saying some giant ass fucking wave's gonna come and kill you. And I just, to a digression for this, I would just love to see, like, on the video of these people trying to run up to Pikes Peak and try to fucking survive, because the real survival is gonna happen once you survive that. That's gonna be great. People are gonna be eating each other. If that really does happen, if that's what they believe will happen to the world, they're trying to manifest some supernova sun blast fart. I feel like the sun is definitely a manifestation tool. Like, you can make the sun do kind of like whatever you want, as long as you manifest enough power and energy to become like the avatar of your ideal. You become the example, and that's what I'm about, making examples. And so I'm making an example of this vaccine, how they're toying with genetics. We're all chemical-based organisms. That's an organic chemical, one that's been vetted through what we have here. What are we? People always say we're genetic engineered organisms. Anyways, yeah, because no one's pure. Everyone's mixed to a certain degree. Everyone's got different aesthetics of other nations, other tribes, and it's just a conglomerate at this point. It's literally world Babylon. Everything's been mixed. So how can you say, okay, you taking this vaccine, because if we all have certain mixtures of DNA within our bodies through conquest, conquer, whatever you have, war, and everything else that came onto this planet, in this plane, is going to cause adverse certain reactions to certain types of people. So I just am curious what mRNA or whatever the fuck it's called, what package, where they're getting this structure, like how are they constructing the shell, I guess, the mRNA protein, what are they using, and is it different for each vaccine? Is it different per dose? Is it different per batch? And there's all this speak of, we don't know. Well, why don't we know? And it's when you go try to figure out exactly what they're doing, it's always changing, because they have, this vaccine failed, that vaccine failed, this is up-to-date information, blah, blah, blah. And the most congruent information I found about this whole vaccine process has just been published last month, February 21st. And they're just saying we're conducting active reporting, people using their cell phones. Yeah, you need to use a cell phone to do this. I don't even know if you can go online. Maybe you can. I'm sure there's an option. But it's very convenient to use your cell phone. It's very convenient to send out that data through data stream with your phone, your 72 to 10 5G arrays. That's great too. And what happens once the 5G arrays all become globalized? Is this technology that they're instilling in the people? Because this is technology. This is a man-made element. Wait, man-made. Am I man-made? I'm man-made. But I'm a structure of organisms. Like, we're structured here. So are they trying to enhance or deconstruct what it means to be metastasized on the level of our reality? Oh, how about that for some stupid words? How about those stupid words I just spoke? I don't want to play God. I don't have to play God when you are one. And playing God, yeah, I'm a player, yo. I'm a player. Like, what the fuck's that shit? Anyways, coronavirus, nanotechnologies, it's been engineered. They start doing all these. Anyway, I was trying to keep on to the point. I'm sorry. It's easy to get off point. Hold on, wait a second. I'm on a bridge. Very loud. So anyways, and they've been doing all this new research on fetal development. They mandated in 2003 that states create a program to track fetal death rates and miscarriages and whatever. And they mandated this be instilled in 2015. They started pumping out data, and now they're weighing this data up against this vaccine. So I'm thinking that was another CDC, World Health Organization function, because that's who conducts the business in the United States. You know, they're partners, the UN and the corporate America, ran by a conglomeration of nations. I mean, honestly, that's what the United States is now. It's bought and sold. It's been turned into a horde. It used to be about private enterprise. It used to be about what's going to make you happy in life, and going for that and creating something around that. And now it's just this total, no, we're all aligned to this particular global agenda. Fuck free individual thinking and what originally made this country have surpluses. Fuck all that shit. Weed's illegal. Drugs are illegal. All this shit's illegal. You need permits to gather. You need permits to build the structure. You need all this bullshit. You need the municipality to tell you what to do. You don't really own your land. You have to pay taxes. You don't pay taxes, you lose your rights. Which really, it's just in trust. You're holding all your liability in trust with a certificate, and they tell you, they mandate you, and that's Goyim slave shit. It even says that in Matthew 26 something, that we're no longer subjugated to that Goyim law because we're individuals and we have pillars of strength. So what the fuck is with that? I can touch on all these topics. There's so much to talk about, and it all leads to this whole vaccine thing. Do you have the ability to stand up for what you believe in? If you believe, and people are going to stand up for the vaccine, they're going to believe that. And then they're going to satanize people who don't go with the program. They're going to make us scapegoats. Like, look what happens when you don't get your vaccine. Look what happens, all these things. Like, it's just another Judea mark. Like, we're marking the Jews here, the fake Jews. That's what Hitler was doing. He was marking the fake Jews. Because it says you shouldn't deal with money. You shouldn't deal with mammon. You should build communities. You shouldn't have to leverage interest on people's dreams. Like, what the fuck? Who did that shit? Who's like, yeah, we know people have desires, know people have wants, And since we're gonna root that to Satan, like, what if your desires are to bring a heavenly body down to this planet to remediate everything, to remediate the soil? Because soil means throne. How's that shit? And that's all I ever fucking care about. I'm restoring God's throne. So that's my desire. So I can have that desire. You're not gonna fucking tax me. You're not gonna fucking charge me interest. You're not gonna make me get loans so you can piggyback on my fucking dreams. So fuck yourself. That's why I deal with private sector. Privacy. Are you private or are you not? Are you a fucking public bitch to the government? That's what a government is. You're a bitch. You're just a bitch. You do what we fucking tell you. You're a bitches. Stop being our fucking bitches now. Seriously, if you want to be in the government, you're a bitch. Now and forever. If that's what you want, if you want to be some official, you got to answer to us. You answer to us. You're our bitch. There you go, corporate asshole. You think you know how to run government? It's not our goddamn business. Government's supposed to be the business arbitrator, the intermediator, the place you go to when you need to guarantee your protections and they don't get amended. It's like God's consistent. It's not amending. I guess they didn't do it right, huh? The first time. Oh, wait, it wasn't the first time. It was like the 3000th time, probably. And am I sticking up for Georgetown in the five? No, I believe in what they had thought of, you know, building a society where people can have individual rights on their own fucking creations. Yeah, I believe in that. Because then when you gather and you are responsible for your thoughts and ideas, there's accountability. And now there's no accountability. Everything's totally compartmentalized. People don't even understand, like, the food they eat, where it's coming from. They don't even give a fuck. Oh shit, yo, it says like 50 ingredients that was made in the lab, but let's fucking gobble this shit down. You know, that's just gonna fuel the medical industry. It's good. It's why it's here. Because all these sick people, we gotta treat these assholes. Because they're too stupid to eat the good food that costs fucking 500% more money. Well, they're idiots. They can just go grow their own fucking gardens. It's hilarious. But that's the thing, like, this whole vetting process, like, oh, only the strongest survive. Well, only the strongest people in this world, the supposed strongest, all go to these prestigious universities and learn about the world being blood, piss, shit, guts, and all this decay. They learn that right away. And then we're left to their schools that teach you how to work within their educational, their mandates, their amendments. We live in their amendments, and then we gather in their circles and their mountains of thorns, and we're constantly getting penetrated all the time. And I'm done with the rape stick. I want this to get buried. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna turn it into Jello, make it flaccid as fuck. Flaccid, just rendered useless. You know, like, just let's put it up on an effigy, just burn the shit out of it. You know, let's burn this fuck. Fire purification, you know, those who are just and without harm do not fear the flames. They do not fear the fire. They do not fear the attrition that comes with being sovereign, because it's hard. People always want to conform. It's like the natural nature, you know, it's the way water flows. So they build the channels and they hope people flow. It's the marble game, you know. I remember someone showed me a video of marbles, and it's just when you're rolling down a hill, you can't do shit but fucking fall, baby. So there you go. And that's what this whole coronavirus vaccine thing, it's like this vetting process. It's like, are you strong enough to resist? Do you have that tenacity? It's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory up in here, like. And I'm just gonna, if they give me everything, you just hand it all right back to them, and then it's yours. Simple.